Welcome to the first ever novelized tale of the land of Vecchio. Vecchio is a land much like that of our very own Italy during the Renaissance period. A land created for the game of Dungeons & Dragons and filled with interesting characters and rich storylines. These tales are based off actual games and have real outcomes of real gameplay, both good and bad. Join us as we adventure through this familiar yet mysterious world. The lands of Vecchio were once filled with mystical creatures and races beyond imagination. Sadly, it was rich in goods that fetched a large sum of money in the trade in surrounding lands. What began with simple trading and goodwill negotiations quickly turned into bloodshed, as greedy nations sought to carve their portion out of the land to call their own and control the power and influence themselves. The wars went on for centuries, and the indigenous powers proved too great for the fractured human lands to topple. The struggle was destructive, and after fear of retaliation, all the human invaders came to an accord. They would work together to put down their enemy once and for all, and then distribute the lands according to a predetermined and acknowledged boundaries on a map of the land they hoped to one day call Vecchio. The results were catastrophic for peoples of this land. Together, they systematically destroyed anything that was not like them, and with surprising ease and efficiency, magic retreated from the world after so many years of conflicts. Unsurprisingly, infighting and disputes over land began anew, and continue to this day. The interior lands of this once rich place proved to be of little interest to most. Difficult to defend and left with little more than ruins, people seeking refuge and a new life flocked en masse. Italian became the prominent language of these folk, dreamers, each with grand ideals and dreams, finally with a place to attempt them. The arts and sciences rocketed forward in these lands where little held them back. What began as small towns quickly became cities, and the unclaimed territories of Vecchio grew. Now, each city has their own unique rule of law, and a shaky alliance between them casts a false front of a united Vecchio. They band together out of necessity to keep their autonomy from the rest of the world, but infighting is common. Shrewd diplomacy and attacks are commonplace and expected. However, they fall under strict codes of warfare. For while they seek power of their own, they know to weaken the power of Vecchio is to welcome attacks from the outside. Thank you for watching and listening to Mystic Narrative. Each video will feature chapters novelizing a still ongoing game of Dungeons & Dragons. This is sure to be a narrative unlike any other. Be sure to subscribe to see how the tales of the land of Vecchio and its inhabitants unfold.